Hey guys, so this is Business Calc, and if you're still wondering what is due each week, so then let me go over it really quick. And if you have any questions after watching this video, please make sure you talk to me or have a Zoom meeting with me before the quiz day or like before next week, okay? Because I accept late work for week 1 and week 2, but not for week 3. From week 3 on, everything must be due on the proper day, okay? Everything must be due on the due date. I'm not going to extend any like further work from week 3 on, okay? So this is the page of the announcement. If you guys can see this, you guys can find all the announcement that I make in here, and I'm gonna try to keep them like short notification. For the announcement for each week, I'm gonna announce who got the participation point. As you can see, for week 1, not all people in our class got the participation point, because some of you guys might not know what to turn on for week 1. So that's partially my fault for not like having the first class for Zoom meeting. I take the blame, like partially. But then just remember one thing, like if you don't see your name for week 1 and week 2 participation or the attendance, make sure you turn in all the late work from week 1 and week 2 before Saturday, September 5th, okay? For homework, you can turn all of them in. I accept late homework for week 1, week 2 before September 6th. I believe that's a Sunday. If I'm wrong on the date, let me know. I'm gonna update it by an announcement. So what is due each week, right? So here, let me try to, no, this is the course. Okay, there we go. So if you look over course document, okay, so we have 16 week, right? And I heard that I got mistaken from week 1 with week 0. That's like my fault, but everything would be like on the same schedule. So for this week, we talk about week 2. So if you click onto week 2, you're gonna have like activities in there, and then you're gonna have section 1.3 lecture notes, section 1.4 notes, and then there are the 2 links to turn in 1.3 and 1.4 worksheet. If you click onto each link, it will tell you the due date for each of them, right? So as you can see, for some weeks we have like 2 worksheets. So then one will due on Tuesday night, and the other one will be due on Thursday night. Okay, and let's see, and then tomorrow you will see quiz 1 in this document in this week 2. Also, when you click onto week 1, you can open the link, and then you will see like the quiz 1. I haven't posted it yet because it's not the date yet. But then tomorrow, if you click this link, you will have the quiz 1 available for you. And then after that, make sure you submit the quiz 1, like your work, before the window closes, okay? And then I will try to upload the lecture videos as soon as I can. But if you want, you can subscribe my channel. But of course, you don't have to subscribe my channel at all, because I don't know, like, I don't think that's like a proper thing to ask you guys to, and I personally don't want anyone to subscribe my channel because it's awkward. But if you want, you can do that too, to get like to keep track with my videos. Just make sure that you don't get mistaken for the videos, because I recorded for the trick class and also for Business Calc, so make sure you watch the proper lecture, okay? So don't get, for example, like if you see my videos on, I don't know, like section 7.1 is from the trick class, okay? So it has nothing to do with Business Calc. If you open the material, you watch the lecture notes, you will see that it's the note. It doesn't look like the worksheet that you have, and you know that it's not for your class, okay? And for the lecture videos, I have like 2 books in there, so that's like another thing for you to know which lecture is for your class. If you see the book Sullivan, is for trick, and if you see the book Larson, is for Business Calc, okay? And let's see, for week 3, next week, you will see 3 worksheets, okay? And this is because if you click on 4.1, the material in here is not that much. You only have to submit like 2 questions, right? Like example 1 and example 2 in here. That's all for 4.1. And if you click on 4.2, similarly, you have like not much in here. You only have like example 1 to submit, example 2, and that's like 4 in total, right? So I believe that's not too much to do, just like 4 prompts for like that class day. And 4.4 I think is due on Thursday. So if you click on 4.1 problems, it's due on Tuesday. If you click on 4.2, it is also due on Tuesday. So technically for Tuesday, you have to turn in the worksheets for both 4.1 and 4.2, okay? But then for Thursday, you only have to turn in the worksheet for 4.4, if that makes any sense. If it doesn't, let me know, okay? Technically, you can have at most like 3 worksheets to turn in for that week, for that 1 week in there. The amount of work will be reasonable for like what I just said for 4.1 and 4.2 this week on week 3. In total, you only have like 4 questions, okay? So if you want, you can submit them together. And again, you don't have to print it out. If you have like some problem with your printer, you can just write on a piece of paper. Make sure your writing is readable and then the paper is clean. I'm not gonna accept like crumble papers or like, I don't know, yellow paper or like colored paper because they are not like readable to me, okay? So this is the worksheets that we're talking about. This is what counts for attendance, okay? And this is due on every class day, okay? It counts per week, it counts per class day, okay? So this is what due on every Tuesday and Thursday, okay? So now let's talk about the homework. Let's talk about WebAssign, the other type of homework that we have in this class. So for business account in section 16, you will have these assignment. Let me just put the current one so that clears out like some part of the screen. Okay, so for now you have the homework of 1.2, 1.3, and 1.4, and they all are due on next Sunday, September 6th. So this tells you that I accept late homework for 1.2, even though it should be done. It should be due on the very first week, or should I say like week 0, if you guys want to refer to it. And 1.3 and 1.3, it should be due for this week. I mean 1.3 and 1.4, I think it should be due for this week. But then I extend the due date to next Sunday because some of you guys might get confused about what to turn in, and then some of you guys might not have a textbook with you guys. Some of you guys might not have the access code to WebAssign yet. So just to confirm in here, for week 1 and week 2, or should I say week 0 and week 1, or if you want to be transparent about it, the very first week of school and this week, we have nothing due, okay? Like, I extended the due date of everything. So if you have like any late work for the very first week of school, or like even for this week, turn them in, okay? Just turn them in either by Blackboard or email if you have any questions. So this is what I refer to homework because they are WebAssign homework, okay? And if you click on say 1.2 in there, you can have like 10 problems, right? Because this is like the teacher view, so I have like a different view. I don't know if this is what you have in the student view. If it is, that's great. If you have something else, sorry, I don't have the student view. Okay, so in here you have like 10 questions, right? And I refer these to 10 homework questions. Remember, we have 2 different type of problems, right? The worksheets, those are for the attendance, and those are due on Tuesday and Thursday night, depending on the due date of each worksheet. But then for this WebAssign page, this is what I refer to homework, okay? Like these are the 10 problems you have for homework, and homework are due on each Sunday midnight, okay? So you don't have to do any of these 10 you don't have to do any of these 10 problems until Sunday midnight, okay? This is when you have to submit it, Sunday midnight, okay? In terms of like WebAssign problems, okay? Out of like 10 problems, in here, pick 2, any 2 that you would want to if you're the first person to share the 2 problems in your GroupMe group. For example, if I am the first person to start this homework on, I don't know, like 1.2 in GroupMe, and I pick on, I don't know, like 1 and 3, and I did 1 and 3, I show the work for 1 and 3, and I share the work on GroupMe for 1 and 3, then the next person cannot do 1 and 3. Okay, like the next person, you have to do it for homework, but you cannot share 1 and 3 again because it's already shared by someone else in your group, okay? Again, if this doesn't make sense of what I'm talking about, please let me know, okay? So the group me activity is referred to these type of problems, okay? So again, for attendance, you have worksheets, which are due on Tuesday and Thursday, depending on the due date of each worksheet. For homework and for group me sharing activity, you have these 10 problems to do, okay? And these 10 problems are homework, okay? So again, we have two types, worksheets and homework. Make sure you can tell the difference between those two, because those are the only two type of like problems that you have to do for weekly, okay? The third type of problem, if you click onto ebook, this one in there, it will open the textbook for you. If it doesn't, let me know so that I can give you the email contact web sites, and then they can help you with this. Okay, so let's say I want to do the textbook problem for 1.2. I click on chapter 1, and then after that I go for section 2. All right, so section 2 right here. Okay, and what do I mean by textbook problem? What do I mean by textbook example? I literally mean by example. Okay, so if you see example, just like this one, I cannot like mark it because I don't have like that tool for this one. But yeah, if you see example 1, sketching the graph of an equation, these are the examples that I'm talking about. So you can do either example 1 or example 2 if I can find it. Okay, example 4, for example, you don't have to do it in any order that you want to. You can have example 1 and example done, and then just send it to me together with the worksheets on Blackboard, and the textbook example come along with each worksheet, okay? So you don't do it like 2 in total for a week, you do it for each worksheet. So if you have like 3 worksheets in that week, you have to do two textbook example from each worksheet, okay? And again, I took out the textbook example because you know, like a lot of people get confused about that. But if you want, you can turn them in together with the worksheets for extra credit, okay? But again, textbook example are optional. They are definitely 100% optional in case you want to make some extra credit, okay? But again, you don't have to do any textbook example if you don't want to. So again, weekly we have worksheets due on Tuesday and Thursday night for attendance point, and we have homework on WebAssign due on Sunday midnight for homework points. And the third one is that we have to share any 2 out of 10 problems from WebAssign homework. Those count for participation, and we have to share it on GroupMe, and no one can repeat the homework problems that are already shared by like previous GroupMe, okay? If you have any question on this one, let me know, okay? Thank you for listening. Take care.